Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Singletary to get the drive started. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
this unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. On second down, Young.
That's complete to Shipley.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A first down throw for Young. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The Giants at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Young now from the 50. Flushed out right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This will be taken at the 10.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Jets will take over.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
You yellow. Hut, hut.
Young will set to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Young on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Following the interception, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Ready, ready.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
On the ready.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Set.
Looking to throw, Young. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the market.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Singletary.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready. Cheetah, cheetah.
To throw, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw him there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd down and 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, old momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the out.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
6, Mega, on the ball. Set, cut.
Young looks to throw on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Claws red.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here. He lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready?
Again, it's Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Giants 6.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Giants have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Paul on a give up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made
touchdown Jets. Tyler Conklin, 34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
21. Giants 12.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jermaine Johnson drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep, ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll run with Hall.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Rodgers now on 1st down.
That's caught left side. Ruckert with it.
Complete to Jeremy Ruckert. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now Rodgers.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall.
Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now it's Rodgers.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
A 34-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Giants 12.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young off the play fake. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action. Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It's desperation time. Young on fourth down.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
3rd and 5.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Touchdown!
Mike Williams.
A 14-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
Young loses it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Field, black. Ready.
Now Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Okay, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set.
Here's Young. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Young to throw it.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
Young's pass complete to Devin Singletary. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to...
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Jets, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week.